have nothing against China. I just hate that their leaders are so much smarter than our leaders. 2016, we will not be the world leader anymore. We have been always. But in 2016, China becomes the great economic leader.
Even if Mitt Romney is elected, he says that
maybe you can turn it around.
Well, do you think he could turn it around?
I think we can.
Do you think Mitt Romney can turn it around?
I think he can.
As a line of clothing. Now, where were these made?
These were made, I don't know where they were made, but they were made someplace. But they're great. It's ties, shirts, cufflinks, everything sold at Macy's, and they're doing great. #1 selling tie anywhere in the world.
#1 selling tie anywhere in the world. You wouldn't wear that shirt?
We also have them in white and beautiful white.
Where are the shirts made? Bangladesh.
Well, it's good.
Okay.
We employ people in Bangladesh.
Ties? Where are the ties
they
made?
Have to work
These are beautiful ties.
They are great ties.
The ties are made in where? China? Ties are made in China.
Well, I'll tell you, and you know what, David, in all fairness, I've been very open about that, and not all of them, by the way, but I've been very open about that. Are you okay? Is the
no,
chair
I'm
was
fine.
Made in China.
I know.
The chair was made in China.
The chair was made in China.
But you buy that at Macy's, by the way.
Let's just shut down the Donald Trump factory in Beijing.
I would love to.
And we'll put up a tie factory in Jamaica, Queens.
I love it.
And we'll make the Donald Trump ties.
I'm for it.
Tonight, some startling allegations involving the Church of Scientology. We've spent months on this investigation, and every night this week, we're going to bring you the information that we've been looking into. But before we begin tonight, we just want to give you a brief overview of the church. The Church of Scientology was founded by a science fiction writer named L. Ron Hubbard in 1954. Its stated goals to help people, quote, live in a civilization without insanity, without criminals, and without war, where the able can prosper and honest beings can have rights. Members pay to take courses designed to help them work through issues from their past and reach a higher state of consciousness. L. Ron Hubbard died in 1986, and now this man, David Miscavige, is the leader. He oversees a religious order responsible for church management called the Sea Organization. Members sometimes wear naval-style uniforms and dedicate their lives to the church. Scientology has opened some 170 churches across the globe and claim 10 million members worldwide. Church spokesman Tommy Davis.
David Miscavige is responsible for the current renaissance that the church is experiencing. And the fact is the church has doubled in size in the last 5 years and has flourished under his leadership.
The American Religious Identification Survey, however, cites much lower numbers. According to its survey, the number of self-described practicing Scientologists in the U.S. actually dropped from just 55,000 to 25,000 from 2001 to 2008. Last year, a French court found 4 church leaders and the church itself guilty of fraud for pressuring its members to pay large sums of money for questionable financial gain. The court imposed fines on the church of more than $1 million, and French church officials were handed suspended prison sentences. In the U.S., after years of battling the IRS, the church was granted tax-exempt status in 1993. The church operates many anti-drug programs, and recently, church volunteers flew to Haiti to help with relief efforts after the devastating earthquake. The church is a vocal critic of psychiatry. They've even opened an anti-psychiatry museum in Los Angeles. For years, the church has reached out to well-known performers and caters to their needs with a celebrity center in Hollywood. Kirstie Alley and John Travolta are longtime Scientologists, as is Tom Cruise.
Being a Scientologist, when you drive past an accident, it's not like anyone else. As you drive past, you know you have to do something about it because you know you're the only one that can really help.
Cruise is so close to church leader David Miscavige, he asked him to be his best man at his wedding. Here's Cruise praising Miscavige at a Scientology event in 2007.
So I say to you, Sir COB, we are lucky to have you, and thank you very much.
But the man who used to be Tom Cruise's counselor, or auditor in Scientology parlance, says not everything is as it seems with David Miscavige. Marty Rathbun, who used to work directly under Miscavige, says there's been a culture of violence within the leadership of the church, a culture encouraged by David Miscavige himself.
He treats his subordinates in all of international management like slaves in a slave camp and beats them down.
It's a claim the church vigorously denies. Church spokesman Tommy Davis says, yes, there was violence in the church, but he blames Marty Rathbun for it, as well as some others now making allegations against David Miscavige.
First of all, the allegations are absolutely untrue. There was nothing of the sort as they're describing by Mr. Miscavige.
David Miscavige has never kicked somebody?
Absolutely
never
not.
punched somebody?
Absolutely not.
Never strangled somebody?
No, never, 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 never. Absolutely not.
In a moment, we'll detail the fascinating claims, counterclaims, and turmoil surrounding the Church of Scientology. And that part of our series in just a moment, right after the commercial break. Let us know what you think. You can join the live chat at ac360.com. Also had some of the church leaders, including the main accuser's ex-wife. They say he's lying. Stay tuned. You can judge for yourself.
Hey, I'm Kyle. I'm from Northern Ireland, and I have Tourette's. I have a couple twitches. A couple being doing that, nodding, scrunching my face, blinking, clenching my fist, and exhaling, like something like this, over and over again. But twitches come and go. I've had many twitches since I was first diagnosed at 11. Doctor told me that yeah, the neurological disorder called Tourette's. I felt very confused, like, because I didn't even know, I've never even heard the word Tourette's. Then when I left P7 and went into high school, it got really bad because my Tourette's was just getting worser. I remember at a point I couldn't even rule. It was an first year exam paper, and I couldn't even rule a line on the paper with a ruler and a pencil. It would literally got to the point where a teacher had to step in and rule it for me, and that was a very hard time of my life. But I was put on medication. Not sure how you say it, mind you. Something along the lines of opulent, something like that. I think my first tick was me jolting my head back, something like that, jolting my head back, and a speech tremor where when I was talking, I'd stop talking and I couldn't talk, then I would start talking again. It was very annoying, couldn't really have proper conversations. But then when I was put on the medicine, it died down, and it was okay. And now, my twitches are far more manageable. I still have them, and they're still hard. I do get headaches and stuff from the head banging twitch and migraines, but it's still far more manageable. If you ever are diagnosed with Tourette's or have been diagnosed with Tourette's, it's okay. It's livable. You can do things with it. You see, it's a curse, but it's also a blessing. It's a curse because it's annoying, confusing, frustrating that you can't even control your own body at times, your own breath, and it's just very annoying. But also, it can also be a blessing, because in my personal experience, my Tourette's has made me a better person. It's given me far more patience. It's learned me how to deal with pain. It's just made me a better person. Oh, and I'm now turning 15. I took assembly in front of the whole school with another friend to talk about Tourette's and to raise awareness about it in the whole school, and it seemed to work, because you see, before, people used to stare at me, used to stop me in the corridor and say, "Why are you doing that? Why are you doing this to me?" But now they don't, because they understand why and how I can't control my own body at times. And it felt really good after assembly to tell everyone, to raise awareness, I felt like I'd achieved something. You see, in my opinion, the worst thing about having a disability is that people see it before they see you. And a couple weeks ago, my mum got in touch with a really cool organisation called Tourette's Alliance. I have never really properly spoken to anyone else that has Tourette's, so I found it a very good experience to talk to people that's having the same problems as me. Very therapeutic. So thank you so much for getting to the end of the video and listening to me babble on. Have a luxurious day. See you later. This has been Kyle. Peace.